The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offense scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a second down.
All 50. Let's go. 45, 45, 45, come on, 45. I'm coming.
Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Brady again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 27, Mariota. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Power breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Patterson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. Whoa, still won't go down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Fournette, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On play action, now Brady. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They run with Patterson, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Brady now on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line. Strip that ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Brady now to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Brady going to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A shotgun give to Fournette. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brady's throw there complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Patterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He was brought down by Eric Harris. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. And he's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
On first down, Bernard avoiding the tackle. Bernard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run again with Bernard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run it. Another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Fournette running out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down now, Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On play action, it's Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Check. Back it, reload. 45. Mike, 45. I got it. 45.
Now Brady. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 44, Mariota. Caught left side, it's Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
To throw, Mariota.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Bernard shows the agility. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Bernard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bucs, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.